Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. So if you've, as you've seen from the title and thumbnail, this video is not about Wings of Fire and it is instead about a book that I am thinking about writing, and I want to know what you guys think before I do that. I don't know, I just kind of feel like sharing because sharing is caring unless it's Corona. But yeah, so basically I don't know. There's this spoilers for Magnus Chase in it, and also yeah. So just be aware. Also Percy Jackson. So if you haven't read Percy Jackson or Magnus Chase, then you probably shouldn't watch this. Like especially if you're planning on reading those books. So if you've read Magnus Chase, then you know that Alex Fierro. Her mom, I'm saying her because as of the ending of book 3, I believe, she used she, her pronouns, so you know. And I don't remember, but I don't know. But yeah, so we know that Alex Fierro's mother is Loki, which will make sense if you've read the books. And we also know that I don't know. That's what we know. That's what we know. I'm like, stop talking. I'm like, and we also know that stop. But I had this idea. I was like bored in my room or whatever, and I was like, that's so kind of cool how Loki can like control his kids. That's super cool. What if someone could like control people with their like blood or something? That would be like super cool. So I thought about like, oh, okay, so then maybe like a child of like Hades and Poseidon. And I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't work. That no. So then I was like, okay, well, what goddess really can like manipulate people at their will? And I was like, okay, well, I feel like Hades. He's like, he's he's the god of death and stuff. So like in Greek mythology, right? So I was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, blood and death, that makes sense, right? So I feel like I'll just keep Hades as my character's father, okay? And then what about like the mom? And then I was like, wait a minute, okay, well, Alex Fierro's mom is Loki. So then I was like, had a light bulb moment, and I was like, oh, well, what if it was like Loki had a kid with like Hades or something? And then it made this whole arc about that character. And this is the cover art that I drew. If I write it and I think it looks cool, and it's gonna come up soon in like 2 seconds. Yeah, so basically this, so Ronan is their name, and Ronan's like as I said, the child of Hades and Loki, and it's like Loki didn't know that Hades was a god, and Hades didn't know that Loki was a god either, because they were like disguised and stuff, and it was like 300 years ago, so like 1700s and stuff, and yeah, so basically Ronan's powers, really abilities I should say, are like, so they're able to control, manipulate, I guess, blood, and so that includes like blood marrow, or like bone marrow, I mean, because that's where blood comes from. So technically Ronan could like make bone, like bone and stuff, and I think that's kind of cool. And Ronan lived on Olympus, but never really felt like they really belonged there because of their roots in Norse mythology as well. So it was always kind of tricky for them to grow up there. And it was also hard because if anybody knows, if the first thing you think when you think Loki is the fact that he has a melted face, is the primary antagonist of all 3 Magnus Chase books. I just hit my microphone on a desk, but and also that Alex Fierro, and the fact that like Loki is gender fluid, like Alex. So, I was like, okay, well, I don't know, I kind of want to do something with that, but then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make, Ronan gender fluid, because, like, there's already a character, and that's kind of, like, stealing or whatever. Also, because, hey, I mean, Loki is already, like, Ronan's mom, so I was like, alright, well, what if I made Ronan non-binary? So Ronan is, like, growing up on Olympus, feels like an outcast already, and then it makes it worse by, like, always not knowing, like always feeling conflicted and stuff. And I think that I have a pretty good idea, and it's kind of trash, but you know what? That's okay. Comment down below what you think of it, and yeah, I don't really like have a more. I have a lot more. So if you want to hear more about my character arc of Ronan, then comment below and like the video. Also subscribe, because that'll help as well. At this point, I'm just ranting. Also, I've noticed that my voice like randomly changes from video to video, and it's super weird because I can change my voice up, and I felt like talking like this today. So I don't really sound like how I normally do, because I usually sound like this and like all like happy and like this weird accent thing. But now I'm like talking like super weird, and it's really weird. But yeah, I don't know. It's just life. But yeah, this was a boring video, but that's okay. I hope you guys do like it, and remember, comment down below if you want me to do more of this, and like the video, subscribe, ring the notifications bell so you can notify if I post a part 2 of this. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a good day / night, because you know, time difference in places. And yeah, so bye, and I'll hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.